Well, I had a really good video going on the start, but unfortunately YouTube blocked my video. But I believe it's because of the music, and it is gospel music that I don't understand, but people can get on here and they can be half naked and they don't block them. I don't understand that, but it's their business to do what they want to do. But what I came on here to say was that there are signs that are being shown, and I've seen them myself. I've heard other people's testimonies. I've asked for confirmation. This is not to fearmonger or scare anyone, because that's not what this is about. This is about preparing you for what's to come, preparing you for what is going to arrive on this earth. This is not fearmonger. This is basically letting you know to prepare yourself for what's about to come. There's a lot of talk about the rapture, September 23rd and 24th. But no one knows the time. Now I want to clear something up. In the Old Testament it did talk about 7 years tribulation, but it's actually in Revelations is time and a half, which is 3.5 years of uncomfortable peace. Like, not peace, but an extreme life. Like everything just goes completely bad. I did this video already, and this is like my second time doing it, because for some reason they wanted to block my video. What I want to say is that there's these two Nigerian twins. They have this podcast where they have people come on their channel and they talk about their what they're experiencing spiritually, what's coming to them. And I was listening to this one other woman from Africa, and she was talking about how the 3.5 days of darkness, and how there are those houses that will be marked and they will have a flame coming from that house. But the way she made it sound is like at the time this 3 days of darkness is happening, there will be people that will be leaving from the earth. And I get it. And a lot of it makes sense what she was saying. And Joshua, I felt it was right what he was saying. I don't want to take anything from Joshua. I had to receive my own confirmation, but I never got a date. But it's all adding up. Feast of Trumpets, peace treaty signings in Israel, on the Feast of Trumpets. It's all lining up. It's all adding up. But here, within the last week, I've had 3 rapture dreams. I don't really remember them per se, but I do remember a lot was talked about the rapture. I've had a lot of dreams that speak about things that are coming. And this was within the last month. You know, one of my dreams, I'm walking, it's like I was dealing with someone that was kind of demonic, but I wound up getting kind of violent, but not really violent, until an older man walked in with a cane. And it's like when I left out the door and this man came in, I'm dealing with someone that was being rough, but not rough, but just doing things that just wasn't right. And it didn't feel right in my spirit. I just see that as a demonic spirit, you know, that was, you know, doing inappropriate things. Looked like a security guard, but not really wasn't a security guard. I think it was a demonic entity. Until I start beating on him, and then the next thing you know, an old man walk in with a cane, and I walk out and I see the sky. It's blue, pink, and purple. And I'm walking and I'm looking up, looking at everything, looking at the sky. And then I hear the words, "It all starts here," call out to me. This when I woke up and I closed my eyes again, and then I saw a white horse. But the horse was in the shadow, but there was someone sitting on that horse. I couldn't see who it was. But all these signs were just within 1 month, you know. Seeing the sun turn to seeing the sun turn blood red. Then receive a phenomenon that I've never seen before in my life. Happened on not too long ago. I can't really speak about it because I'm not supposed to. I was told not to. But it all lines up, because I asked the Holy Spirit, if you hear me, if you hear my cry, please show me a sign. How long ago I asked that, I don't know, but here recently I received a sign that the Holy Spirit is listening to me. What I'm saying is the signs are there. You just have to pay attention and listen. Now, if you're having these dreams, in my experience, I took my dreams to a pastor and he had no answers for me. So you can't really take it to someone like that, because it's not for him to answer, because he's I don't know how can I put this, but he's not in the spirit, or humans are not in the spirit. They're seeing things in a human aspect. They're not seeing it in a spirit aspect. They're not seeing it. How can I put this? The Holy Spirit and a human comprehension and understanding is 2 totally different things. Completely. The Holy Spirit, you cannot understand it. So this is what I'm saying. You have something. You don't understand it. it's best to take it to the source of where it came from. Don't bring it to someone here, because there's a saying that man is not wise. I can't say it verbatim because I can't remember what the saying was, but they're not wise as in, I mean, they're wise, but I mean, they're not. I can't explain it. Thing is that you have something like this, take it to the Holy Spirit. You can't take it to someone here on earth. It's just not going to work out because they don't even understand it. And you can't go outside. You have to go within. And that's the only way you can get the answers that you need. Because searching outside is just not going to work out for you. And I really, really hope that this video gets aired, because the last video, they blocked my video, and I really hope they don't block my video this time. But here, within the last week, I've had 3 rapture dreams. Now, whether September 23rd and 24th, Feast of Trumpets, no one knows the hour. I don't know. But just look at the signs. The signs are there. If you read Revelations, you'll see it. The signs are there. I don't want to say too much because I don't want to take from what anyone else is saying. And I don't want to add to it either. But what I'm saying is that you need to get yourself in order. Because there are some dark times coming, and I'm not trying to scare anybody, but there are some dark times coming. And the United States is really at the pinnacle of it. And it's going to spread from the United States on out, because there's a dark cloud up over the United States. And she is due for chastising, because there's been way too much blood being spilled, and it's constantly spilling over. Now the cup is running over of blood from the wine press. I'm not going to say I'm not a Christian, I'm not Muslim, I'm not atheist, I'm not Buddhist, I'm not Protestant, I'm not Catholic, I'm not non-denominational, I'm not Jehovah's Witness, and I'm definitely not Mormon. So I'm just a being that the Holy Spirit's using. I've seen many, I'm not saying millions, but many testimonies on YouTube. But I'm going to tell you, things are happening, things are going on. I did a video not too long ago talking about how I received a child. It speaks about how the spirit was called up, and how the woman birthed a child, and the dragon was laying and waiting for her to birth the child so the dragon can eat the child. Well, that same scenario happened to me. This is not a vision. This is not a dream. This was a dream for me, but what I'm saying is, I've had a lot of physical things happen which once was someone's vision became a physical reality for me, is what I'm saying. So far as John speaks about the open book in the hand of the angel, and the angel that stands up on the east, one foot at sea and the other foot on earth. And this angel has an open book. So, and his angel told him, eat the book, and it will make his belly bitter, but it will be sweet in his mouth like honey. So, this actually happened for me. It wasn't a vision. It literally happened for me. Just the same as a strong angel who was proclaimed, a strong angel that proclaimed who was worthy to open the book of 7 seals. This was a vision for John, but not a vision for me. It was actual physical. It was actually physically receiving of the book of 7 seals. Just the same as what I'm going to read to you is actually physical too. But supposedly everybody said it was because of Moses, for Moses, but not true. This is in Exodus. And the cherubim shall stretch forth their wings on high, covering the mercy seat with their wings. And their faces shall look one to another toward the mercy seat. Shall their faces of the cherubim be. And thou shalt put the mercy seat above up on the ark. And in the ark thou shalt put the testimony that I shall give to thee. And there I will meet with thee, and I will commune with thee from above the mercy seat, from between the 2 cherubim. This was not a vision for me. This was physical. This was literally physical for me. Because I did a drawing and how the being showed up in the shadows, I don't know. But it literally showed a being up above the seat, because it was a vision that was given to me of a seat. When I drew this seat, I'd not ever seen a mercy seat before. But when I drew the seat that I saw, and drew emanating light coming from that seat that I saw, in the shadows of, in between those lights, emanating lights, a being showed up above the seat. I didn't put it there. It showed up. So that's what I'm saying. This is physical. What I'm seeing and happening is physical. It's the same thing as receiving that child. I was mentioning that this child was birthed on the 4th month, the 8th day of 2024. In my lucid dream, I received this child. 2 groups of women tried to take this child from me in my dream. This was on the day of the eclipse, full-blown eclipse right here in Texas. And I'm going to tell you, the very next day, I had an lucid dream again. It was me, my friend, and her son. And the friend tried to offer me sex. But my attention was drawn to a black hole. Something was telling me to stick my hand in that black hole. When I stuck my hand in the black hole, a small hand came into my hand. I pulled that small hand out of that black hole. And it was a child, to be 3 to 4 years old. And the child said to me, "Come with me. We can go to the holy city. We'll be safe there." So this is what I mean. Things that are people's dreams. I mean, not dreams, but their visions. Like John. This is all John. Just about every vision that John has had, I've received. Just the same as when I said I had the vision of, well, it started out when I went to go see a medium, and I didn't like the reading, but I told her. But the owner of the store said that, "I just hope you're on our side." And I just, when I left there, I just kept saying, "I am no God, I am no God." I kept saying it over and over and over again. And then when I got on the bus, a vision was shown to me before I got off the bus, and it was people being pummeled by stones and rocks. This was long before I even read the Bible, I mean, I think 4 years have already passed. And when I read that, I immediately went to that right here. And the kings of the earth, and the great men, and the rich men, and the chief captains, and the mighty men, and every bondman, and every free man, hid themselves in the caves, hid themselves in the dens, and in the rocks of the mountain, and said to the mountains and rocks, "Fall on us, and hide us from the face of him that sitteth on the throne, and from the wrath of the Lamb." That was the vision that was sent to me before I even read a Bible. When I had that vision, I called this woman that owned that store. I said, I don't want to kill humans. She said to me, you just have to learn to accept that life has to restart itself again. I started to understand even more. Then, another dream. Who was worthy to open the books? In my dream, this is physical things that are happening in my dream. First of all, the angel. A light being came to me, picked me up out of my sleep. But in the dream, I was sleeping, so it picked me up. And when I woke up here in the third physical realm, I started hissing like a cat. So at this point, I see it as being and I saw a strong angel proclaiming with a loud voice, "Who is worthy to open the book and loose the seals thereof?" Then, me hissing like a cat, and one of the elders saith unto me, "Weep not, behold, the Lion of the tribe of Judah, the root of David, has prevailed to open the book and to loose the 7 seals thereof." That whole thing that happened with the light being picking me up and me hissing like a cat right here in the 3rd physical realm. This was a vision for John, but physicality for me. 3D, actual, physically things happening. These visions and dreams, that vision I had of me seeing those people being pummeled, that was in 2016. I didn't start reading the Bible until 2020 is when I started reading the Bible. 2016 into 2016, going into 17 is when I was having those, when I saw being pummeled, those people being pummeled by rocks and stones. Me being picked up by a lion, that was in 2018. Me being told that I was the ancestor of the Lyrians. Me seeing 3.5 days of darkness, 2018. Me seeing the rapture, 2018, and here recently, the last week or so, 3 dreams of rapture. One dream about Lion of Judah being picked up, not picked up, but being called up from out of this room in the sky, and hearing lightning in my dream, but also hearing it right here in the 3rd physical realm. And I'm up in the sky, and there's someone next to me that's talking to me, but they're telling me to have faith and trust in the Holy Spirit. And they pointed out toward where all the lightning was happening, dark clouds. Having a vision of me traveling through dark clouds with lightning all around me, but also seeing a picture that was, and you could look it up, you'll see the picture, but I received a vision in 2021. By 2025, I seen the picture that I drew. And I mean, they are exactly alike. Every detail, almost every detail is alike. I don't know how much I can say. Just be prepared. Be sincere. major thing is love. The most major thing is forgiveness. Because if you can't forgive, how do you expect to go to the new heaven and new earth? Because in order to forgive, that's where the love comes in. So you have to love in order to forgive. Those that don't forgive and don't know how to forgive, they don't have love, not true love. And this is not love of something sex, a love of being a being, a love of being in the presence of people, in the presence of all people, all shapes, sizes, color, because it doesn't matter. That's what's in your heart. That's what the Holy Spirit instilled in you. And many don't have that. If you watch, I've watched a lot of people's videos, and you can see who has the oil lamp. You can see who has the light around them. You can see that gold shimmer of light around them. But there are many that don't have that. Many don't have that light, not that gold shimmer of light. See this? This is what I'm talking about. Many don't have that. Many videos I watch, I don't see that light. That means their lamp is lit. I don't claim to know what's coming, but I know it's not going to be good. Like I said, this is not fear-mongering. It's about you getting your heart right and you going to the Holy Spirit on bending knee. No one can do it but you. You can only do it for yourself. No one else can do it. And I'm not saying this is a come to Yahshua moment, but this should be daily, 24/7. I spend most of my days doing khalils, giving my gratitude, giving my offerings, and that's my gratitude. Continuously, 24/7. I don't stop. When I go to sleep, it's like 1 o'clock in the morning, because I'm all day consumed with khalils. It's just a very small glimmer that I get to watch a few people's videos in the morning. But I have this certain time that when I start, I go all the way sometimes up to 12 and 1 o'clock in the morning. From 1 o'clock in the evening or 12 o'clock in the evening, all the way up till 12, 1. So you have to give your time in just as much as you would spend on YouTube and all these other things. You have to give the Holy Spirit just as much, if not more. But you can't just come to the Holy Spirit because you're in need or you're in lack or something's wrong, or you have to be at the Holy Spirit all the time. So I'm not going to claim that I know September is the day, but the signs are there. Extremely strong. Political and religious and biblical. It's all there. The signs are there. You just have to wake up and see it. I'm going to leave it here. I would say learn to love each other like you love yourself. Learn to forgive and let live and let go. For that is your salvation. Without that, you can't get into the Holy Spirit's house. not go to the new heaven and a new earth. Where there's no sun and no moon, but just the Lamb and the light and the Holy Spirit's people. And the Lamb and the light is the light of the world and of the new heaven. I would say till next time, when it's appointed, the one out.